Hey, Doug Murin here. Was just running through the offices. I'm sitting in my little room here. The guy said, "Hey, you need to do a quick video." So I know it looks like I'm in a prison, but it's we're just getting ready to move, and we got everything taken down. Here's what I want to talk to you about, and just very quickly is we put up uh, an opportunity for churches to learn to sort of upgrade their services to uh, uh, become a little more compatible with the way people hear today. Even older people in your churches are starting to listen differently, more than you would believe. And so, for example, one of the things that's happened is the attention span of your average American has dropped 7 seconds, down from 12 just 3 years ago. Now think about that. Personally, I think you read too much into that. I think basically what has also happened is we actually think faster. I think there's plenty of evidence for that. So here's the deal. Uh, Too many people left the church last year. A lot of them bored. I think you try to work harder, ain't gonna work. Try to get cute, trendy, ain't gonna work. Basically, we have to simplify and think of the more foundational principles of what we're doing. And one of these is our communication milieu. So let me just talk to you. One of the things, if you sign up for this coaching for 3 major sessions, here's what we'll start off with, okay? You ready? Just very simply. Every church needs at least, if you have 100 people, you need at least about 100 visitors a year to survive. Many churches do that, most don't. 85% of churches are in decline or are nearing death, or some are stable. I think about 15% of that. So here's the deal. You only get people a few seconds. I've looked at hundreds of websites. Trust me, people give you 7 seconds to see if they're going to come back or not. And you need them to come back because it's the sixth and eighth stop that actually leads them into taking action. But basically, our web pages look like yellow pages, and a little platform for the pastor to look a little snazzy and all that. The number one question people have when they hear you in church on your website is, "Do you understand my pain?" I'm going to say that again. Do you understand my pain? And do you have anything you can do about it? If you don't do that, they're not interested. They don't care how cute the pastor is, how much staff you've got, and they certainly don't care who your elders are, so don't put them up there. Okay, so here's the deal. I'm going to lead with this. I'm going to teach you in this series, one-on-one, asking a lot of questions, is this. The number one fear your visitors have that you need so badly is looking stupid, is looking foolish, and they're afraid that they will stand out. Now, the baby boomers in the 70s through 90s loved to sing. And so we had a thing developed called contemporary worship, and our services became very singing heavy. Your average millennial today, and even particularly men, don't enjoy singing nearly that much. And that's okay. You're going to say, well, then they aren't worshipers. Well, I don't know. Is worship singing all the time? I'm not sure. I know a lot of singing isn't worship. So what we're doing, though, is we're making them feel like a Protestant going to a Catholic church sitting on the front row. The hardest, most difficult part of our services is the singing in the front of the services. If they don't sing, they stand out. If they don't sing right, they stand out. We've got so many blasted words in our lyrics anymore. It's confusing. And then we do all this stuff around it, lift our hands, and the leader drives us a little bit, and then it comes to the part where we acknowledge we have visitors, and too many churches you raise your hand, which is it's just really tough. So what we've done is, before these folks actually get a feel for us, we've given them the most uncomfortable part of the church experience. And by the time they get to hearing from a loving pastor, they're done. They're checking out. And that's why we get very slight assimilation in our churches today, because we don't ever get a platform to do it. So much around that topic. So, Doug, what's the cure? I'm not going to give you all of it, but I'll tell you one of it is, at the front of your services, just start it with what we called special music for a long time. Let people worship by enjoying other people worshiping. Trust me, it works. I'm watching churches switch to that, and great things are happening. Then when the pastor comes or a video or someone there and they get to see your spirit, your heart, they relate to you, at the end of the service, then sing 3 or 4 songs. Because worship in the Bible, by the way, is far more a response to the Word than preparation for the Word. And what we're doing in your churches, I'm sure you're giving the most complex, most uncomfortable part of the service when it really hurts you the most. Men reach 30, they stop liking singing less every year. There's nothing you're going to do about that. So you need to think more wisely about your use of music to expand your services. I'm just giving you a little scratch on the surface. You may not agree with me, but I meet all kinds of people who are wrong. So sign up. I want to help you. We did open up 2 more slots, and I don't know really how we're going to do that, but we'll make it work. So you've got some instructions there. Anxious to hear from you. Bye.